15 inches. Cruise control? Really? Well, I got to tell you, I don't think I've ever in all these years tried to blow the driveway out with cruise control. However, on that last snow blowing video about a week and a half ago, I got several of you folks telling me, thanks for the tips, great video, but here's how I do it. You told me, you brew a big cup of coffee, you warm up the tractor, jump in, throw it into low range, drop and fire up the blower, full RPM, start heading down the driveway and adjust your speed until that blower is fully adjusting with no trouble and you're maintaining high RPM. Then you throw it into cruise control, sit back, and you enjoy the ride. Let's give it a shot. So today's mission is pretty simple. You guys remember, the truck got stuck way up the driveway close to the concession road. I'm just going to drop this blower. I'm going to blow out that 12 to 15 inches, get up there, blade out around the truck as best I can. Neighbor Ralph told me to give him a shout when I'm done. He's going to come down with the ATV again. We're going to get that truck out, bring it back down to the cottage, and then we're all wrapped up for the day. Plus, I'm dying to see if that cruise control idea actually works in this kind of an environment with a really hilly driveway through the forest. I hope you folks will stick around with me and enjoy the view. So many of you good folks keep asking me why you see me rotating my chute constantly and changing the angle of my deflector. Many of you have said that the most efficient way of getting the snow out of the box and out the chute is to raise the deflector up high and to point it to the right hand side of the tractor, similarly to the way the fan blows. The reason I have to spin it so much and you see me adjusting the deflection constantly is because of the wind. This driveway through the forest is not straight, it's not north-south. It literally winds like this through the forest. And every time you take another turn, that wind direction changes, and you're either wearing it all in your windshield, or you've got to flip it, rotate it, or drop the deflection down so that you don't get so much overspray or powder out in the air. Hope that explains it. So here's the big test for me, guys. This is the steep hill. When I had the B2601, the cruise control was more, for lack of better words, it was like a mechanical cruise control. You'd hit the switch and you had to pull a switch similar to the brake under here, and it just locked it there. So when I would go up the steep hill or any type of serious incline or decline, the tractor would bog down like it wanted to stall, almost like the cruise control didn't adjust engine RPM based on load. But I'm pretty sure this LX2610 is a little more sophisticated. And the best way to test it is to throw that blower on and blow uphill. I'm going to set my RPMs around probably 2400, something like that. I'm going to put the cruise on here, and we're going to watch that RPM and just see. I'm sorry it's getting dark out. I'm going to see if it drops down and tries to stall, or if in fact this cruise control will manage the RPM or the engine to make sure it continues to maintain RPM while driving. Stay tuned. Let's do it. Drop the blower. And let's roll. I just want to get a feel for how much load is going to, I just want to get a feel for the load first, because I'm backed up. I'm going to bring her up to a speed where, there we go, around 24, 25. And there's the cruise. I'm now on cruise control. Sorry, I know this is terrible filming for you good folks. And this is exactly why I didn't use the cruise on the B2601 often. I'm going up the steep hill, and you'll notice that somehow adjusts for the incline or the increase in load on the engine and tries to maintain the RPM. I haven't fast forwarded, sped up, or slowed down any segments in this video. I'm driving pretty slow, but as a couple of you said, it doesn't matter. I've got a coffee, I've got my isotunes, a little country music, and I got all afternoon. I'm a cruise control convert. Thanks so much, guys. I've learned so much off you guys. I just can't believe I didn't try this earlier. About 3/4 of the way up, and as you can tell, I'm still maintaining 2500 RPM. And I want to click in. I may stop here or I may speed up a bit because I want to see what happens to the engine RPM after I level off at the top of the hill. I want to see if the tractor adjusts or starts to drive faster or the RPM changes. So bear with me. As you can see, the tractor is now pretty much level. There's a quick little flat spot here. RPMs. Maintain. Control is maintain RPMs up the entire steep hill, and any change in undulation or incline or decline. Wow. I got great neighbors. Jeez. Didn't even call him. He just knew to come. All right, let's get this Toyota, which I thought couldn't get stuck. Let's get her unstuck. Okay, let's finish her back to the cottage and then get the truck in. Man, I got great neighbors. They're so nice. Clothes are drying out in front of the fireplace. I'm in safe and sound and warm, and I hope you folks enjoyed the day today. I tell you, you never stop learning. I learned a few good things today. First thing was, you can actually get a Tacoma stuck. I think I've been driving these Toyota Tacomas for at least 10, 12 years. I've been in some pretty hairy situations, especially out in the forest. I've never once gotten stuck, until today. I got a new best friend. It's called cruise control. I don't know why I hadn't tried this before, but I wanted to thank you folks for your great suggestions. You're right. If you've got a few hours to kill, drop it into low gear, find that sweet spot in the RPM, put your cruise control on, and enjoy your coffee in the ride. And on that steep hill especially, that was the big test. She went all the way up that hill, under load, blowing snow, and it maintained the RPM all the way up. So there is definitely more to the cruise control on this LX2610, and now that I know it's there, I'll be doing it a lot more often. And the last thing I learned today is just kind of a reminder of how fortunate I am that I have such great neighbors. But I thought for sure I was getting in today, and the guys knew I was coming up today, and a few days ago, neighbor guy called, said, you know, we've had a lot of snow. That municipal plow keeps piling snow in front of your gate. Are you sure you don't want me to blow it out? And you know me, I'm like, no, I'm getting in. I'll be okay. And 2 days ago, Husky Bob sent me a text message and said, GP, you know, you're getting a lot of snow piled up in that driveway and in front of the gate. I'm not going to be around, but Ralph will be around. He's going to be there all day, and he's got his tracks and his ATV if you need them, which I thought was really nice. And then late last night, Guy called again, said,
"Are you sure you don't want me to fire up my Kubota and go down and blow out the front of that gate?" I said, "Nope, because in all fairness, it was -10 outside, and I didn't want him to have to go out, fire up the tractor in the night, and drive down the road, blow it out for me. It's just kind of asking a little much, I think." But sure enough, as I'm driving down the concession road today, getting closer and closer to the gate, I'm watching the windrows on the side of the road, and I'm thinking, I might not get in. And, pleasant surprise, I pull up to the gate, and it turned out Ralph had come down with his plow blade on his ATV, and he plowed it out for me because they just all decided there was no chance I was getting in. And they were right. And if that wasn't enough, helped me out when I got stuck, got me down to the cabin, came back later. Big thanks to his wife. She had dinner made, and he knew I was going to have to get that truck in, so he came scooting down, as you know, and I didn't even call him. So, hey, that's a wrap. I'm in for the night. I'm going to take it easy, put my feet up, and get warm in front of the fire. Thanks so much for sticking around today. I hope you enjoyed the adventure. Have a great week with your families. Please be kind to one another. And I'll see you again right here. I'm Gord Potter, and you've been watching GP Outdoors. Cheers. You know what I'm doing tomorrow? I can't wait.